Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Station Silicon Valley for the Nintendo 64. In the last video we played Whirlwind Tour, and now we are going to play Shifting Sands, which is the last regular level of the desert world. The whole desert world has been compared to the previous worlds, and I know I've mentioned this already. It's all been start as this animal, get this animal, and then go to the goal. And it usually stops with the vulture before you go to the goal. Compared to the Euro, the ice, and the jungle worlds of the game, I feel like it just gets easier in the desert world for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Were the developers running out of time? Did they run out of ideas? Is it both? But at least with this level, they do something a little interesting. At least they bring some interesting ideas to some of the levels. And I'm looking through these. Jurassic Park had the whole tourist attraction thing. Whirlwind Tour. I feel like Shifting Sands and Jurassic Park are probably the more interesting two levels out of the entire deal here. But anyway, enough talk. Let's just go to the mission brief. Warning. Scanners predict strong winds ahead. Probably those rotten carrots you made me eat. Get something big and bouncy and get a flappy thing. So, guess what we're doing first? We're doing platforming with the Desert Fox. Make sure you go back at the beginning because that power cell is really easy to miss. And there is nothing there. You are going to have to use your shadow to jump from platform to platform. Just to survive here. And you will be playing around with fixed little 3D camera angles that look like 2D platforming. Not my idea of a fun time. Also, you can make this jump. Just barely. Now for this part, which I'm not exactly looking forward to. Be sure you get over here. Believe it or not, if you know what you're doing, hey. Well, it looks like I'm doing this now. Great. Get out of there. And now, it's time to do a little bit of exploring. Let's go over here for a power cell. Thankfully, there's health in case we need it, though I probably don't think we will, but we'll keep it there just in case. You never know. And there's nothing here as far as I can tell. Nothing. We can't really get around anywhere. There's the screen. What are we playing as again? I know it's just a regular Desert Fox. Yeah, it's just a regular Desert Fox. We can do some platforming, and when you land on these platforms, you shrink these two platforms down and you make them easier to get to. Of course, we're not going to be able to do anything this way because, well, we can't reach that platform over there. we can't get up here. So there's only one thing left to do. We have to go into the tent. This is where the shifting sands show up. You won't be able to rotate the camera or even leave the tent until the sands blow over. But once you do, once you're able to, you can do some exploration and do some things you couldn't before. There's a pit here. And you have to stand where the sand clouds are. You get a faint audio cue when you stand on all three of these. That's how you get the trophy. I bet you would have never thought of that. I sure didn't. Anyway, we still can't go up here. This is here. I'm surprised we didn't notice it until now. Surprised I didn't notice it until now. There are these platforms, but I still can't do anything with them yet. Can I jump up here? Not highly enough. Can't go there. Can go over here, though. I don't think I can go in this direction. Not yet. Maybe I can and I just can't see it, but, well, not yet. And we can go to these platforms, but we still can't jump to them. Well, this platform, at the very least, I can't get to, but maybe this one? Oh. Well, by jumping on this platform, we get to raise that one. Okay, then. Pretty sure that's all I can do for the time being. With everything in the state that it is. So, let us go back into the tent for being able to see what else we can do. Actually, that wasn't there before. This pile of sand here. At least I don't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't, because we need to get that to get over here. That will allow us to get to the other platform. But wait, there's more. That's over there now. So what we can do is we can go to the other platform again, and this time we can use sand to get to the power cell. Of course, if we get on that platform, we'll raise the other one, which is what I want. And now we are going to be doing some platforming. You can make these jumps with the Desert Fox, don't worry. Just make sure you have these platforms all raised up and you have the sand right here. Use your shadow. And use your spin attack to take out one of these pogo kangaroos. They do have a boomerang attack and they can jump on you, so be careful. Type, Pogo Kangaroo, Environment, Desert, Skill A, Jump, Skill B, Boomerang, Water Resistance, okay, Mass, Heavy, Armor, Light, Strength, Medium, Traction, Good, Fall Distance, Medium, Production, Long, Engine, Spring, Intelligence, Medium. So we now have a kangaroo. We have one of our mission objectives, which is same as it ever was. Easier to take him out when, you know, you have a boomerang. Throws it in this weird little circular motion, and it's the Pogo Kangaroo always throws it to its right. And as much as I would like to be the Desert Fox again, there are some things that I can do. For instance, we can jump from one platform to another here. Use the shadow there, and you can't go wrong. And also, you can get on top of the tent and get the power cell there. You can also get it using the vulture, but you can get it with the kangaroo. Just showing off the fact that you can. And there's not much else we can do. We can't get to the vulture because, well, we can't get the Desert Fox up there. So what do? Well, you have to bounce your way into here. And yes, you do have to hold A to get around with the kangaroo. You can't just use a control stick. You have to hold A and use the control stick in conjunction with that in order to do what you need to do. And now we have some sand up here that wasn't there before. We can take the Desert Fox up here because, well, the Desert Fox is the only animal that can fit in this little hole. And from here, we can get to the vulture. If the vulture decides not to big league me. The vulture has decided not to big league me. Also, that's back. The pit where we got the trophy. And really? And he's just going to stand there now. He's just letting us destroy him. I do not mind. Let's get the vulture. Let's get the Desert Fox. Let's bring the Desert Fox over to here, because we're going to have to do that. Okay. Teleporter is now active. But there's some things here that I still want to do. How am I looking? Okay, I just have the one. I just have the one power cell that's left, and I know exactly where it is. But first, I just need to bring this. Actually, no, I don't. You can actually fit the vulture in here, believe it or not. Of course, you have to get up here with the vulture because that slope is too much for the Desert Fox. And you can't take the Desert Fox over here with you. But what you can do is bring the vulture here for the last power cell. We don't have to go power cell collecting anymore because we just picked up all the power cells in the game. We got the trophy because I remember making my comments about it. And we should be good to go in about, well, less than 15 minutes. Oh yeah, forgot. You have to take both the vulture and the Desert Fox down here because of that slope near the end where the teleporter is. Because Desert Fox is not going to be able to cross that either. And there we go. And we have Shifting Sands. And now we have Punch Up Pyramid, where we can get the legs for Evo's robot form. But I just noticed while pressing buttons there's a mini game that you can get if you get all the trophies. Now, because of the bug fix that I used, which I'll mention again in the description, you can't get this through normal means. So you would have to put in a code in order to get this game. But if you collect all the trophies as intended, you actually do get this. And again, getting all the trophies required a bug fix to fix the trophy on Fat Bear Mountain early on in the game, just to make that trophy collectible and therefore make this game unlockable as intended. I'll play this game after I'm done with the main game. For now, we still have one more piece of Evo's robot form to get. Hopefully it won't be as bad as the one in the jungle. And not sure what's going to happen after we get the last piece of Evo. But, well, something will happen. But we'll find out in the next video, so join me for that. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!